This video might trigger some people. And yes, this is about a nurse. Before you people claim it doesn't matter the profession, people in the medical profession tend to betray their partner at a higher rate. This is coming from research and a few private investigative firms. Apologies, this will be long. I, 29 male, started dating my fiance, 29 female, back in 2016 when we were 21. We started off as friends with benefits, then became exclusive 6 months later after confessing our feelings to one another. Things went well, but it wasn't long till our differences became apparent. She was outgoing and adventurous, while I was more indoors and quiet. She would get a lot of attention from boys due to being a very curvy and beautiful woman. Where did this attention come from? Was it social media? Nonetheless, we were making it work. She had our son in 2019, and I proposed in 2020. After having our son, I noticed our sex life deteriorating, but she said this was due to her still suffering from pains as she was not sewed up correctly by the doctors after they forcefully broke her waters. After giving birth, she got a job as a nurse and started doing long hours that I thought were quite excessive, as she had no time to rest. I was looking after our son 5 days a week because she said she was too tired and overwhelmed with her nursing job. As time went on and the bleeding stopped, our sex life was still problematic, and I kept voicing my concerns. Since 2023, we have been having sex once a month on average, and I communicated that as young 27-year-olds, we should be way more active. But she keeps giving the excuse of having low libido, which was shocking as we used to do it all the time when we were friends with benefits. Our bedroom turned dead, and every time I tried to bring it up, she kept accusing me of that being the only thing I wanted. Whenever we do have sex, she will rush me or often complain of belly cramps and pains. I complained and even asked her if she had met someone else who was taking her attention or if she had cheated, but she denied these allegations and would gaslight me into thinking it was my fault for asking for some intimacy. She would say I was being inconsiderate knowing she works long hours. Keep in mind, I am paying the bills. She went on a family trip back to her home country and left her phone at home in case it would get lost. I used this opportunity to go through her phone. It didn't take long before I found a message chain with another man. That's why she isn't having sex with you, homie. She is entertaining another man. She and this person were talking about how much they love each other and have been in a relationship for 4 years. Wow. But she has been engaged to me with our son during that time. It turns out she also became engaged to this person back in 2023, and she also got pregnant by this guy on multiple occasions, with the earliest documented evidence being December 2022. She kept having miscarriages, which is why she has not had a baby for this other guy yet. She has met his family and has even told the guy in the messages that her mom also wants to meet him, even though her mom knows me and her are engaged and have a family together. I was able to retrieve the deleted messages and saw so many love hearts and I love you littered throughout their chat. I have seen receipts of her buying this other man food to eat and just generally being more welcoming and less short-tempered to him than she is to me. See, this is the kind of crap I'm talking about. Some men just don't know how to graduate from being a simp. This is one of the dangers of trying to turn a friends with benefits into a spouse. It usually doesn't work long term. I also retrieved so many other deleted chats that show her being unfaithful from as early as 2018. She also slept with and got pregnant by another man who is a doctor at her workplace, but she also miscarried that child too. All right. According to a private investigative firm, the number one profession that has the highest infidelity rates, the medical field. Even when she began the relationship and got engaged to the other guy, she was still being unfaithful. It seems like she is also cheating on this other guy. I also saw chats of her sending pictures of her body and figure to other boys, as well as trying to arrange dates to meet up with them. All the while, she is engaged and has a son with me and is telling me she wants to marry me. I confronted her about the guy she was supposedly engaged to and got pregnant from. She initially became defensive and was more concerned that I went through her phone. I kept questioning her, probing for a reason. See, this is a woman you don't need to expend no more mental energy for. She is done in my book. She is cheating with all these men, and he is asking Reddit what he should do. I guess he is still in simp school. I don't belittle men for making mistakes because I was like him, but I evolved and I have the battle scars to prove it. Not all men move the same way. Sometimes I hate it when men are seeking validation on what to do in a situation like this, when it's apparent what he needs to do. She told me how she enjoys the guy's company because he's like a male version of her and like a twin. But she says she doesn't want him or love him, and that she was lying to him about all that and will drop him for me. She denied ever sleeping with him or anyone else. She denied the pregnancy happened or the engagement, even though I saw messages between them speaking about it and how much they are in love. I confronted her and asked her if her mom is also involved, and she said her mom does not know anything and that she was just lying to the other guy about her mom knowing. A part of me wants to speak to the mom about it and confront her, but I don't want to blow this whole thing up in case the mom really doesn't know. While on holiday, she has been calling, saying she would do anything to change and make it up to me and prove it by cutting the guy off. But I know she's only saying this because she got caught. So why are you still with her? Please tell me not because of your son. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? He should get a DNA test? I feel like she doesn't understand the seriousness of her actions and how painful it is for me to feel like second or third best while I'm paying bills and looking after her, etc. This is where I'm conflicted. On one hand, I feel so betrayed and embarrassed she was living a double life for 4 years and got engaged and nearly had a baby for someone else. It bothers me that she is telling me that she had low libido and caused a dead bedroom while she was being more sexually active with someone else. Just the fact that she let another man inside of her and could potentially have been more engaged in the sex with him over me just makes me sick and feel like nothing. On the other hand, I do not want to lose my family, and I dread the thought of another man being around my son and potentially having a hand in raising him. She could end up having different men around my son. So, should I stay for the sake of my son? Should I try to get full custody and let her live her life? My heart says stay, but my mind says go, as she will probably keep talking to other guys. Listen to your mind. Get the fuck out. If she can do it for that long, then it's something that is part of her personality, and she will surely do it again. I just feel like she is a habitual liar and serial cheater who will surely do it again, as she gets a lot of attention from men due to her being very beautiful and curvy. I am just torn and don't know what to do. Any advice, please? Well, my advice is get out. Since he said he has a son with her, provided a DNA test proves that, he needs to just be a father to his son. The only interaction they should have is regarding their son. Luckily for him, she is just a fiance and not his wife. He can end this and save himself a lot of heartache, which apparently he is already experiencing, and money in the long run. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.